how does Apple Notes save your links? Find out in this week's episode of Working with Apple. Hello and welcome to another episode of my Working with Apple series. My name is Carl Pauline and this week I've got a quick tip, or basically I've got a quick way of showing you how Apple saves links to a note and why you might want to use the 3 different ways that you can do it. Now I'm going to show this on a computer today, but essentially this works in exactly the same way whether you're using an iPad or an iPhone. So before we go any further though, I would just like to say if you do get any value from this video, or I do teach you something that you didn't know before, then please help me by hitting that like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet and you want to pick up all the latest tips and tricks on using Apple as a complete productivity system, then please subscribe to my channel. Okay, let me now take you into my Apple Notes and I will show you the 3 different ways that you can save links to Apple Notes. Okay, so normally when you're searching around the internet and then you decide, oh, I like this article, I want to read it. This is an article I highly recommend on my website, my latest blog post. Some very, very useful information in there, but that's beside the point. So what I want to do is I want to share this to my Apple Notes. I want to save it into my Apple Notes. And by the way, you can do this again from the share sheet in your mobile devices. Today, I'm just going to show you from the laptop. We go into Notes there. I can then say, right, okay, and I've got the last time I used this, so that's going to be how I want my note, but this is not what I want. I want to save this somewhere else. I just want to send it to my inbox, so I can go in here, I can go to my folders, I can go to inbox, and I can then say create new note. Great, fantastic, everything is done. Okay, so that's that done. I'm not going to say that because I did this earlier. And then when this comes through, you will find that it looks like this. And you get what's called a card view. And then if you double tap on that, it will open up the site, which is brilliant. It's fantastic. That's exactly what you want. But let's just say that you want, as I've got, which is what I call my anchor notes. And this is all the stuff that I need to be able to get action to. So I don't really want cards for this. I just want a link that I can copy and paste. So to do that, all you have to do is you have to do it the old-fashioned way. So you've got I'm going to do Command L, which highlights the web page. I can do Command C, paste it, and then I can just come down here and just paste the link in, hit return, and now that's a clickable link. And so you can just go in there and click. And of course there's another one that you can do is I can do this way, must read this blog post, and I can highlight that, and if you do Command K and then Command V, you now make this into a clickable link too. So you've got a number of options about how you want to save links into your Apple Notes. Now, for example, I have linked to the blog post that I just showed you. I have a number of research articles that I collected. Now, these were just for research articles, and I just saved them into my actual Notes app because I do want to come back to them later, and I do like the way that that is organized. But you don't have to do it that way. You can actually collect the link, and you can save it directly into your Notes app. So you have a number of options about how you want to save links in Apple Notes. This is a very visual way of doing it, but of course you can do it the traditional way with just links. And if you're using Apple Notes as your main Notes app, you may find that because you're using Anchor Notes, which I've done when I covered my YouTube Evernote videos, you may find that the other way, which is just the traditional way of copy and pasting links directly into it. So there you go. That's how Apple Notes deals with links. You have a number of options. You have the freedom to choose. You can choose whichever best way works for you. Okay, it just remains for me now to wish you all a very, very productive week. Thank you for watching this video. Now, if you have enjoyed these Apple videos that I'm doing and you want to build your very own Apple productivity system, then please check out my Create Your Own Apple Productivity System course, which is available from my Learning Center and is incredible value, and it will show you how to bring all these parts together, the Notes app, iCloud, reminders and calendar, into one beautiful productivity system. Check out the course here. The details are below, and I hope to see you in the course.